a good, never a good play to go for the MNR. Um, so I don't know. It doesn't feel right to send a message so late to the deadline, so I'm not going to do it. I'm just going to go ahead and take Romania and go for a save as well. He'll probably defend one of those, and I'll pick up the other one, and I'll have 5. So with Italy NMRing and Austria on side with me to start the game, it looks like Austria and I could do pretty well in this game. Meanwhile, Germany has invaded Burgundy, and it's unclear how England is playing, although it looks like he was a little unsure of France, so played to Wales there. But as you can see, I'm just going ahead and playing this move. The only way I can be disrupted here is if we have something like Romania to Bulgaria with support from Serbia. That would take Bulgaria, but then I'd still pick up Romania in that case and still build. So that would be unfortunate for the Austrian to turn on me so quickly. But then again, Russia could have convinced him to make that move, seeing as I open to Armenia. But we'll see. We've got that on the board, and I think it's pretty solid tactically, given the negotiations so far. This next game over here in England, I also had. So I'm England now, and Russia in this game has also played north. Although it doesn't look like he is directly working with Turkey in this game, as was the case in the previous game. It had really good relationship with Russia, but I didn't want to go into a juggernaut if I didn't have to as Turkey so early in the game, so I didn't. Meanwhile, in this game, let's just take a look at the press. There was a little bit of a mix-up from Italy's perspective. He was actually expecting me to play in the English Channel. I had, asked if he was going west, and I specifically said I was not committed to doing anything. But he then asked if I was trying to be misleading, and I don't know. When I look at my press, I don't feel like I was misleading. I was asking a question. Of course, if he goes west and I decide to move against France at one point, that's going to be good for both of us. But I think he needs to pick up Tunis here. It just looks a little ugly if he doesn't get a build, to be honest. So in this game, I am thinking about. I'm still seeing what's happening. Germany has only sent me one message, and so I think I need to send a little bit of press to see how he's thinking about. Because it looks like France can just walk into Belgium if he wants to. I don't know if I want to support him in, but actually if France supports himself in and I support Germany in, there will be a bounce there. At the moment, I have to support myself into Norway, so I really actually don't have the freedom to do that, but I may as well offer it and see what happens. The worst case scenario here would be something like Germany playing Denmark to north, and Russia playing STP to Norway and bouncing me. So I want to at least offer something to the German. I'm going to hark back to the title of this, which is The French Threat. That was his title. However, it's also possible I'm going to be victimized, be a victim of the C line here, because This is a deceptive way to set up the Sea Lion if they wanted to do it, because this fleet can end up in Belgium and then support a move into the North Sea in '02. So I'm not out of the woods as England if that is indeed happening. But at least I'll be able to build fleet in London, and it will be harder to do for them if that's actually happening. And the only way that I could guarantee Norway was if I came from the North Sea to Norway, but then I leave the North Sea open, which isn't great. Isn't a great result. Let's check into this next game. See, I think Backstabber needs to make the next adjudication the default here. That's just something that I'd like to see. The next game actually that's adjudicating after that everyday diplomacy is guns in my boat. I've ordered the disband. It looks like there is at least one more order that needs to be ordered, which is this disband in Ruhr. And that needs to be, I guess, put through. And yeah, I'm ordering the disband, and I think I've actually already ordered it. So yeah, that's the game that went overnight while I was sleeping. So that's a little bit ugly from my perspective, and that is a gunboat game, so it's going to be hard for me to talk my way out of it. I initially had supported Italy to hold in Venice, and then I actually sent his fleets west. So we had something going there, and then I missed the order. So the next game, which is coming up, is the Hartford incident. So it looks like I have some press here. This is the game already in fall 1905 where I joined the game as England. England abandoned the position, and someone from the WebEx, the face-to-face WebEx, which is a group that you can let me know if you'd like to join. I can get you in touch with Chris Martin, and he'll get you joined. He'll get you joined up with that WebEx team, which is basically a great place to find out where the face-to-face tournaments are happening, especially in the U.S. So definitely a cool group of like 200 plus people over there that are always exchanging info, planning new tournaments, and so on. So do let me know if you want to be included over there. Chris was initially someone who got me involved over there, and he's doing a lot of great work, as are a lot of people for the face-to-face scene. And so in this game, I actually joined the game on an invite from Hunter, who recently won the Carnage tournament over on the East Coast. So let's see what's happening. Now I'm talking with Turkey. Okay, so in the previous move that I made, I just slid up into, so I can show you that move. I just slid up into Clyde and Eddie, and it looks like the Russian convoyed back to defend against Germany, and he's being attacked on two fronts, from Austria and Germany, and looks like from Turkey as well. So France obviously is out of the game, and maybe I can get back in the game. We'll see. So that was part of my plan with Russia. I thought I could get on side with him and use my fleets to support him against the German. It's actually not good news for the German that I'm in this game, because at one point, if I can get some fleets back on the board, I can do some work, do some damage and some magic against him. But the German and the Russian, as you might expect, both would like to work with me. And I think if I can pick up this build here without the German taking London right away, which I think he should do, because then I'm stuck with one fleet, and I'm not going to be much trouble for him. And he can then build again, and he can build another fleet. Then, he should probably just play Denmark to Sweden, supported by Baltic and Skagerrak, and slide Kiel up into Denmark, something like this, just to free up Kiel for a build, and then he can just completely take over the English centers here and eventually Scandinavia. So that's probably what he's going to do. But I've definitely sent my press out in such a way that we can work together. So I think I started up a new thread. Yeah, how can I be of service? because if I can avoid him staying out of London this turn, that would be amazing, because then I can build in London. Or I can build in Liverpool. Like, I just want to stay